this is against the law. I know that I'm subject to, felony charges for doing this, and I'm doing it anyway. And if you need to find me, you know where to find me. I'm not hiding. I'm going to be right out there in the public, and you can just come grab me up whenever you want to. We ended up killing 2 million people for no good reason. You can't stand by and just let that happen. At least I couldn't. I disobeyed the law that they demanded I obey, which was military conscription. So, every day the war was there with you, and especially if you were a young man between the ages of 18 and 26. The system was set up so that students got an exemption, college students got an exemption. Poor people went to the war, college students, as long as they stayed in college. That seemed to me wrong, and so I refused to accept a student deferment. I decided I wasn't going to cooperate in any way whatsoever with them. I wrote them a letter saying, I will not obey your orders as long as you have troops in Southeast Asia. I'm going to try my hardest to get as many people to do the same as I'm doing as I can. And in the 60s particular, you got a lot of young people who were all trying to figure out what the hell do I do here. Am I going to go to prison? Am I going to, what am I going to do here? I spent a month in San Francisco County Jail, and it was a 6-man cell, or there were 6 bunks, 8 people in the cell. We went out on a hunger strike while I was on the cell block. Then in the middle of that strike, they took me across and put me in a cell over in Oakland for another day, and then they drove me to prison camp in Arizona, where I spent 7 months, and then moved on from there to a federal correctional institution where I did 12 months of maximum security. I had been in the civil rights movement already, and third day I'm in Mississippi. I'm out on the street corner in Lambert, Mississippi. 4 of us had spent the morning in the black section of town trying to register people to vote. I'm standing there by the car. Up pulls a pickup truck with 2 white guys in it. They get out, and one's got a shotgun, the other one's got a pistol. And I stuck it about that far from my nose. Said, "Nigger lover, I'm giving you 5 minutes. Get out of town before I blow your head off." That the experience of being in Mississippi, which for people of my generation was really transformative, because once you'd seen that, you couldn't look at the rest of America the same way. The rest of America had tolerated that. People being abused and killed simply for trying to exercise what's supposed to be their rights. I'm glad I did it, and I feel really good about what I did. I did the right thing. And I wish I could have gotten more people to do it, but we got a lot of people to do it. And we stopped the war eventually. You have lots of other different things that you haven't tried yet. We were all half a hippie, so sex, drugs, and rock and roll was all part of it. Anyway, we were successful in many ways, but I wish people had remembered better where we are today.